So Natasha Howard is a player for the Indiana Fever. And if you are a Fever fan, this is a good time. It's a good time to be a Fever fan. That's all I'm going to say. Because Kelsey Mitchell's back in town. Kelsey Mitchell's been working out with Caitlin Clark, with Bree Turner. And I'm breaking down the footage of that, and it's really, like, Fever fans should be really excited about that type of footage. I don't know if that, I'm not going to talk too much about that because I don't know if that video is coming out before this or after this. Probably will be after this that I put out that video. But I'll stand by this. Like, what Natasha Howard has been doing in Turkey has been great. Like, she has been probably the best WNBA player overseas, or at least in the conversation for the best WNBA player overseas. And I know a lot of people are going to, like, I saw, was it in the your man from the Dunker spot basically write an entire article where he used Unrivaled to rank his WNBA players, but ignored what players are doing overseas. What players are doing in 5v5 basketball is more important than what players are doing in Unrivaled, in my opinion. And what Natasha Howard what they did this year, I mean, that is so good. So she plays for Mersin. She is one of the favorites. If I'm not mistaken, she is second or third in MVP rating in EuroLeague. And her Mersin team came up against, if I'm not mistaken, a really, really tough. Did they beat Fenerbahce? Did they beat Fenerbahce? Did they do that in the semis? Yeah. So a couple of days ago, they played against Fenerbahce, who are elite, by the way. Like, this is a team that I'm not joking when I say this. They sent home Ariel Atkins, who's a borderline all-star. They got Kayla McBride in. So McBride obviously didn't play. Held Emma Mason to 4 points, who is her matchup, by the way. Because for Mersin, the center is Ileana Rupert. So her matchup is Emma Mason, who's unbelievable. Who is like top 5 player in the world level. Like, at her best. And I don't care. Stop quoting her WNBA stuff. We saw what she can do with the Belgian national team in a system where she can actually do... She is a unicorn. What she does on the floor with her ability to pass, do everything, and be that... She is the Nikola Jokic of women's basketball. It's just WNBA basketball is 15 years behind basketball. So a modern Jokic type 5 isn't going to be that effective in WNBA, depending on the coach. But she's one of the best players in the world. It's just coaches don't see that because it is what it is. But they absolutely destroyed them. 21 points to get to the Turkish Cup final. And I need to see what the points that Natasha Howard finished with in this game was. I need to see the full match detail here. So, like, Fenerbahce, obviously they have... Tiara McCown's there. I didn't realize that. But Natasha Howard had 15 points. So I didn't realize Tiara McCown was playing for Mersin. But Howard had 15 points there. Again, her matchup was still Emma Mason. Obviously, what was it? Like, she was 6 of 11, 2 of 9, or 6 of 9 from 3, 0 of 2 from 2. And, like, Maureen Johannes is on that team too. So it is a really good team. What happened to Rupert? She hurt. I did not realize. I didn't know Tiara McCown had gone to play for Mersin. Because I know they did have Carly Samuelson. They replaced her in the end with Bridget Carlton, which obviously worked out. But in the final, she had 14-8, 3 assists, 2 boards. Like, again, in the Turkish Championship semi-final, coming up against, like, a really good team. And she has been probably the best player on the Mersin team this year. And that's the big thing. That's genuinely one of the biggest things, is that she has managed to be one of the top players in all of just purely basketball in the offseason. She's playing in the top league outside the WNBA, and she's been one of the best players in the Turkish league, and was one of the best players in leading her team to a Turkish league championship. And again, she's playing with Bridget Carlton, who I really rate highly as a player. She's playing with Tiara McCown, who, look, Tiara McCown can be super effective in a slow down system. Like, she gave Aaliyah Boston a lot of trouble, and she's still playing beside McCown, who, to be fair, they were the worst defensive 4-5 combo in the WNBA. Like, they're killing it over there. And look, again, does it mean that she's going to put up the exact same numbers in the W? Not really. Not really. But you're seeing her, she has gone from, I'm not going to say the 2023 Dallas Wings were bad. As much as people want to say that, they made the semifinal. They made the WNBA semifinal. She's coming off her one losing season in the last while. And in her one losing season, like, she's now came into an overseas season where she's winning again. This is a team of players that are going to be now used to winning. And it's a big thing. It's a big thing with the Fever. And for Natasha Howard as well, for the Fever, everybody, as I've said in the video with Kelsey Mitchell, is outside of we don't know about Sophie Cunningham, Brink was great in Australia. The two players in Unrivaled, look, I don't know how much Lexi Hull's going to play next year. I'm going to be honest here. I do not know how much Lexi Hull is going to play. But with Bree Turner, she's playing great in Australia. Damaris Dantas has been super in Turkey. Jaylen Brown's been garbage, but she's likely not gonna make the team. You've got Lexi Hull, who again I don't know how much she's gonna play. However, I will say, like, Aaliyah Boston, the last game in Arrival, she was good, and she looks like she's in good shape. Like, Aaliyah looks like she's in great shape, which is the most important thing for Aaliyah, is that she's in shape and she's got game sharpness. That's the most important thing, and I think that's worked out for her. And Natasha Howard, after a bit of an up and down WNBA season where her counting stats look good but her impact was bad, she's now impacting winning. And I understand, obviously, winning in Turkey is not the, like, be all and end all. It doesn't mean everything. Like, I wouldn't be celebrating if not that I wouldn't be celebrating, but I wouldn't be like, if somehow we ended up with Tiara McCown, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But, like, Merson, they're in the playoffs for EuroLeague. They're in the playoffs for the league. And they won the Turkish Cup. They beat Fenerbahce well. And again, I think without Kayla McBride playing, I don't know how much the Turkish Cup is, like, but they matter. Domestic Cups matter. And, like, even in the final, yes, Tiara McCown was, again, super. Like, but Natasha Howard, 4 of 7 from 2 on 7 shots. Like, the fact she's impacting winning, she's now shooting less shots, which is a positive thing. That she's shooting the ball not that much. Like, she had 14 points on 7 shots. Like, that's impressive. 3 assists, 8 boards. That's what she needs to do. And if she can go in and play 28 minutes and give the Indiana Fever 14, 8, and 3 on 7 shots. Like, if that's what she can do with running, that's exactly what you need. Play a bit of defense, maybe focus not so much on offense, getting her counting stats like she did in Dallas, which took a hit to her defense. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.